Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is September 16th, 2025. That's more than 5.5 years of Torah every single day, finding each other from every corner of the world just to say good morning. Adele, it's good to see you. Amy, welcome. Penny, thanks, my friend. It's broadcast 1390. Susie and Cynthia, Michael, it's good to see you. Hi, Tara. John, Boker Tov, my friend. It's good to see all of you. Let's see who's here on Facebook. Lisa, welcome. Hope that you are doing well. Let's see who else is here. We have a few other people joining in. Oh, there's everybody. Arlene and Mark, Linda and Marilyn, Debbie and Sharon, Karen, Boker Tov. Good to see all of you. Okay, we're going to take a second, see if anybody else jumps on the screen. Sometimes it comes in drips and drabs, and sometimes it's a whole bunch of you at the same time. Wow. Barry and Minna, Jonathan, Deborah, Tsiona, Amy, and Cecile. All right. Anyone familiar with Romper Room? That's sometimes what it feels like. Magic Mirror, who do I see? It's beautiful to see all of you. It's good to see you, Peter. Sending love in Frankfurt. Okay. Let's see. Okay, good start. Hi, Chana. Sending love to you in Israel. Hi, Corinne. Hi, Adrian. Okay. Let's take a breath. Sing a blessing. במצוותיו וציוונו לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה, הפוך בה והפוך בה, לעסוק בדברי תורה. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are well. Give me a second. That's better. Okay. Today is broadcast 1390. Thank you, Penny, for keeping us on track. It is day 711 since October 7th. We are just a week before Rosh Hashanah. We are in the midst of so much going on in our world, so much that doesn't let us feel so stable. There's a lot happening. And what I wanted to do, first of all, is wish Natalie a happy birthday. That's so lovely. And also, you got to dance at your daughter's wedding. Thank God. What a gift. Arlene, one of your grandsons just started at OSU, Mazel Tov. And Jack is also saying good morning from Columbus. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This community and its stability, its warmth, the way that we share what's going on in our lives, especially the good stuff. Wow. It's nice to see. I'm so glad so many of you remember Romper Room. That makes me happy too. There's one verse in this week's Parsha that I know we know. It's a quote that we often use, but not in its context. The quote is Uvacharta v'chayim, and choose life. It's chapter 30, verse 19 of the book of Dvarim, of Deuteronomy. And choosing life is, of course, a magnificent Jewish mandate. Let's take a second and hear the whole verse, and then I'll share a comment from a very important place. The Hebrew is Ha'idoti b'chem hayom et hashamayim v'et haaretz. I call, Moses says, I call heaven and earth to testify against you. It's very harsh language. So what is this urgency pointing to? Remember, Moshe is towards the end of his life and he wants to impress upon us all the things we need to know for when he's not there. Every generation, every Jewish generation sees itself, this is language of Simon Ravidovitz, who is a very famous Jewish historian and philosopher, said every generation of Jews sees itself as the ever-dying people. We are the last. And then every next generation has the same worry, which is a strange but important kind of comfort. We worry because it matters, and our children will worry too, because it will matter to them. Because of our powerful, vital, and crucially necessary work in the world. We will always be the worrying people because we know that our message is so important for the world's survival. Listen to the whole verse. I call heaven and earth to testify against you. I place life and death before you. Blessing and curse. Choose life. Why? So that you will live and your children will live. It isn't for the sake of a reward, though life itself is a reward. And in the next weeks, we will spend so much time davening, praying, asking to be inscribed in the book of life, praying for our people, desperately praying for our beloved 48, praying for the strength, vitality, health, and wisdom of our homeland, praying for safety and more calm in the United States than is currently here, which is reflective, actually, of trends all over the world. Our work in prayer is meant, as Rabbi Abram Joshua Heschel taught us, it is meant to be subversive. We have to see the world as it is, acknowledge it, and demand both of heaven and ourselves better. Because this verse points out something essential that you might not pick up on. The words uvacharta v'chayim and choose life means you have choices. We are not powerless. As a Jewish people in the world, Sharon, you are always correct in pointing out and amplifying those who serve in Sahel, the IDF. As a people who were determined after 2,000 years of homelessness, of exile, of powerlessness, we were determined and remain so to always have the right and ability to make choices and to choose life when before us we have, as the verse says, Hachayim v'amavet, life and death. Make the right choice. Now that is both physically true and metaphysically true. We are called to focus on life itself. We ask, we beg. By the end of Yom Kippur, we demand, by sticking our foot in the gates of heaven to keep them open, so that we and our loved ones and the entire world could be inscribed for life. Who knew that better? Who knew that better than Rabbi Kalanimus Kalman Shapira, also known as the Eish Kodesh? He died during the Shoah, was murdered during the Shoah at the Trowaniki work camp at a mass shooting in November of 1943. He wrote many things. Some of them were found in milk crates buried in the Warsaw Ghetto. He was so important. The lessons he taught were so important, and one book he was blessed to publish before he died. It's now a classic in the yeshiva world. It's called Chovat HaTalmidim, the obligations of students. And he has a comment on this week's Parsha, on that verse. What does it mean to choose life? I just want to read to you from the end of the comment on this specific verse. He says, you young Jews, he's talking to students in his yeshiva, you young Jews, you feel this, uvacharta v'chayim, the urgency of choosing life, when you study with consistency and do holy things. When you're already doing something beautiful and good, worthy, what we call a mitzvah, an obligation, something that brings beauty into the world and fulfills Jewish obligation. When you do that, that's when you feel this. What does he mean? When you approach holiness a little, I love his sweet language. You are embarrassed about your silliness. Isn't that sweet to hear? When you're doing such good, the other stuff that we do, because none of us is perfect, becomes clearer. The contrast is so obvious. And this is what Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher, said to us. Our parsha is toward the end of Moses' life, and he knows it. The urgency is because we need to learn. We need to know, and he's watched us. He knows we don't learn. We never learn. But we keep trying, and we keep showing up. So listen to the end of this. This is what we said to you. Raising yourself up, it's not only for the great tzaddikim, he says, not only for the greats of our generation. Rather, everyone, in every circumstance, you, me, and everybody, is required to elevate their entire being, at least periodically, from time to time. And we are most aware that we can choose life. We have the right, the place, the obligation to choose life, which means we are a free people with choices to make. That is true on the individual level, to choose to do the right thing when there is a fork in the road. Sometimes it's not so clear, but sometimes it's very clear, and the Torah is not written for people who always make the right choice. The Torah is written for people who have the freedom to choose. And we as a people have fought for the right to be able to make choices in the world. We've always made choices, but after 2,000 years of exile, we decided that self-determination was sacred too. Which means that on the global stage, Uvacharta v'chayim is now true too. We must fight for life. We always will. We always do. And it's not for the sake of some reward. Listen to the end of the verse one more time. L'ma'an tichye ata v'zarecha, so that you and your children will live. Will live. That's the obligation. Choose life. That's how we live. So if you're looking for encouragement, friends, to get up, to sit up straight today, and to do good for yourself and for others, in the name of our people and in the name of humanity, this is a moment where we are called to protect our physical bodies. That is part of the work in the world. We do that nationally. We do that internally. We go to the gym. We go for walks. We eat good food. We make sure to get enough sleep. All of that is part of choosing life. So too, cultivating an awareness that we have more good to do. That it is beautiful to be alive as a Jew. And to those of us who bless this community with your presence, Jewish and not, I invite you to feel all of this love and to see yourself as obligated, shoulder to shoulder with us, to do the beautiful acts that we call life-affirming. What a precious thing it is, friends, to be alive. It is worthy of all this energy. And what a gift it is to use this life force as long as we have it, because life does not last forever. To do good as long as we can, to do more good. And when you do more good, let that be fuel to do even more good. There's a great song that's out now, V'od yoter tov, V'rak yoter tov. More good, only more good. May you be blessed, friends. Rosh Hashanah is just less than a week away. May you be blessed to do good leading up to the Chag, to the holiday, and then to do even more good on the holiday itself. Bless you, friends. Sending so much love your way. Let's use this energy to affirm life, to affirm dignity, and to demand the return of our beloved 48. Sing with me, friends. Take a breath. Send your heart to the east. Kol hod balevav pnima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia od lo avda tikvateinu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you soon, my friends.